I'm Tisha.
Lauren.
And this is the Open Booked Podcast. Today we are talking about Story of My Life by Lucy Score. But first, what did you read this week and what are you reading now?
So, the only thing I read this week was this book, which is beginning to be a trend, or it's been a trend. I will be reading... I started a paper book. I read like 2 pages of it, so I don't know if that counts. We talked about it a few weeks ago, Joe Seguara, and how I've read all of the little like rom-com Indiana Jones style books. I say Indiana Jones because they're all named after Indiana Jones movies. Like this one's called The Lust Crusade instead of The Last Crusade. Yeah. The other ones were like Raiders of the Lost Heart instead of Ark, and then Temple of Swoon instead of Temple of Doom. It's really cute, but anyways, I got the paper book of that, and so I will be reading that in my ample free time. What about you?
I, of course, read this book, and then Heartwood by Amity Gage. Really good. It's completely escaping me right now what it even was, but it was really good. And it then happens. All in Our Head. Yeah, The Truth and Lies Early Medicine Taught Us About Women's Bodies by Elizabeth Coman. Lots of stories about women being completely overlooked or not listened to at all about their own bodies, and just very frustrating because as a woman, we experience a lot of that even now in 2026 when women's bodies have finally begun being researched and added to research. And then I finished yesterday The God of the Woods by Liz Moore.
Ooh, I've seen that everywhere.
It is really good. It's kind of a camp thing. Like these kids are at camp. Of course, one of them goes missing. And then it's the whole story of finding and all of that. But it was really good and had lots of, not really twists, but just like offshoots of possibility. But it's not really.
Mm-hmm. But keeps you thinking.
Yeah, it was really good. Once I started it, because I had it for a couple days on Libby before I could get to it or wanted to. And once I got into it, like, listened all the way through. It was really good.
Love it. Yeah, I've seen that book everywhere. It's been popular on Book Talk for a bit. Awesome. Well, I have a little bit of TV show news. I think we talked about this. We talked about this a while ago when we were bitching about stuff being out in Europe and not here. And we talked about this new Dracula, which, by the way, I found somewhere. I can't remember where. I'll find and circle back. And The Count of Monte Cristo. Because I remember I talked about this. I saw the trailer and was like, oh my gosh, it's Sam Claflin, which is the guy from Me Before You, Hunger Games. He's in a lot of stuff. He's a great actor. It's like, oh my gosh, I know who that is. And then I was like, oh, that's like one of the most famous books of all time, really. Like, it's so widely known. I haven't ever read it, but I've seen it everywhere my entire life. And so I was like, I want to watch this. The trailer looks so good. You can only watch it in the UK. I even did a free trial of a VPN to put myself in the UK so I could try to watch it. It saw right through that. Apparently my free trial didn't hide me that well. So I was just the other day on Amazon Prime and it popped up. And I was like, wait, what? It's from 2024. So it came out in the UK in 2024. And it's just now coming to us. And so if you do a free trial of PBS Masterpiece, which is like their period piece.
Yeah.
Like RCW is what I'm comparing it to. Like how we have like the Vampire Diaries and Supernatural, all these CW shows. They have that for period pieces, like Bridgerton style, Downton Abbey, all that, and it's PBS Masterpiece. Well, you can do like a 30-day free trial. After that, it's like $3 a month. So it's really not that much even.
Bad. Yeah.
No, so it's just a limited series. So it's like, I think I'm on episode 5 right now, and there's a couple more. It is so good. The acting is so good. The story is so good. It's like got action, treasure, romance, revenge. It's like got everything. And it's very well done. So highly recommend it. I'm loving it. I'll probably finish it today.
That's fun. So
do
you know how many episodes it is?
Let me look. I think there's 7. Okay, it's 1 season. 8.
Okay.
So I may not finish it today. But it's like, it's so good. It makes me want to read the book, but the show is so good. I'm like, maybe it's written in another time. It's like Wuthering Heights, where I'm like, is this in English? But I don't know.
Yeah.
It's really. I even told Jesse, my husband, I'm like, this is one like you would like, because it's got everything. But yeah, you can watch it on Hulu with the PBS Masterpiece add-on, YouTube TV, Apple TV, pretty much any streaming service that lets you do like the PBS add-ons, you can watch it. I just did Amazon Prime because that's where it showed me. Very cool. Did you get any books? Do you have a haul? I do not.
I do not either. That's why
We've been good.
I knew I got a Story of My Life in that book swap, but I put it on my shelf with the rest of my Lucy score, so it's up there, and I don't want to get it out.
Understandable. Okay, do we want to go through books coming out the next couple of weeks?
Oh, yeah. We got a lot.
Before we dive into that, the day we're recording this, we have T-minus 2 days until the second Shield of Sparrows comes out.
Yes.
Yeah,
what is that called?
Rights of Starling.
Yes.
My pre-order says it will be here on time, but don't you worry, I will be using an Audible credit to get it first thing in the morning, so I don't have to wait for Amazon to deliver it.
Same. I've already got it. Like,
pre-order.
I use my credit and it'll just download it, yeah.
Yeah. Oh, I need to do that. No, very excited. Us two, our friend Allie, and my husband, and a few of my other friends have all read the first book because we didn't shut up about it this time last year. So, yeah, I'm very, very excited.
Yeah, I'm going to have to do a somewhat quick re-listen before I try to dive into that, because like you said last week, the only thing I can really remember is loving Guardian so much.
And the tree houses.
Other than that, lots of details are just very fuzzy. I do remember the end.
Hair. Crazy red hair. Yeah, I'm gonna do I've reread it a couple times, which is pretty rare for me.
Oh yeah.
To reread so many times. So this might be my 4th. If I do, like, I love this and Metal Slinger, but that's another topic.
Yeah. All right. These are the books coming out the week of April 21st, and then I'll also do the last week of the month. Starting off with a fantasy, Honor and Heresy by Max Francis. This one I've actually seen a lot of places recently, so I'm kind of excited to see how that goes. The Witch and the Huntress by Luna McNamara, also fantasy. Last Night in Brooklyn.
This looks like a sequel to another, like the cover looks vaguely familiar.
Yeah, I thought I had seen it somewhere and I looked and confirmed it's not like a reprint. So I was like, what is this?
Okay, looks cute. Sorry.
But I couldn't see anywhere that it was like a second or anything.
Yeah, no, I just clicked it on Goodreads. It's not. The cover must just remind me of something else.
Yeah, I can't think of what it is or even could be, but it's very recognizable. Which happens a lot more with like romance novels. Like you have a lot of the same. Yeah. Very similar.
Okay, it reminds me of that. Okay, I agree with the romance novels. I think, I've read this book before. Oh, it just came out yesterday. I have not read this book before.
Last Night in Brooklyn by Xochitl Gonzalez. Fiction. The Caretaker by Marcus Kleiwer. Horror. Flirting with Murder by Amanda Sellett. YA mystery and thriller. The Mountains We Call Home by Kim Michelle Richardson, historical fiction. Frozen by Stardust by Elizabeth Helen, fantasy. The Antiquarian's Object of Desire by India Holton, historical fiction. Odessa by Gabrielle Scher.
That's the name. Horror. That's in Shield of Sparrows. Isn't that her name?
Yeah. Yeah.
Okay.
Love Overboard by Candy Steiner, romance. And Witch Queen Rising by Savannah Stevens, fantasy. That is everything coming out the week of April 21st, at least on the top 200 list that I could get to. And then for the final week of April, there's a lot more. The Radiant Dark by Alexandria Oliva, sci-fi. Dark is When the Devil Comes by Daisy Pierce. I've seen this one everywhere. The Duke by Anna Cowan, romance. The Commons, Rebecca Iham, sci-fi. I skipped over one. Bloodbound by Ellis Hunter. I've seen this one everywhere as well. Fantasy.
I think it's on Book of the Month.
Yeah, it was one of our options. We Burned So Bright by TJ Klune. I've seen this one everywhere as well. Fantasy. The Girl Upstairs by Jessica R. Patch. Mystery and thriller. Death Meets Cute by Jay Penner. Fantasy. Which sounds more rom-com-y than fantasy, you know.
It does.
This one is a big one. King of Gluttony by Anna Wong.
Oh, yeah.
Dark romance. How to Cheat Your Own Death by Kristen Perrin. Mystery and thriller.
Asking for a Friend.
Chasing the Clouds Away by Debbie McComber. Romance. This Weekend Doesn't End Well for Anyone by Catherine Mack. Mystery and thriller. Miss Mabel Goes Back to the Chopping Block by Jessie Q. Sutanto. Mystery and thriller. They just had one come out, I feel like in November too, so they're on a roll.
Yeah.
Murder Most Camp by Nicholas D. Domizio. Mystery and thriller. And finally, Ghost Town by Tom Perrotta. Historical fiction. So lots to come over the next couple weeks.
Yeah. I feel like it's funny us doing this like in December, January, February, it's mostly thrillers. And then I feel like we're into a spring which there's still thrillers, but there's a lot more fantasy and romance.
Yeah. Yeah. I'm noticing kind of a cyclical trend. But like you said, yeah, there's some mixed in there, but for the most part, it is very specific to category of when they come out. And I wonder if that's like a publisher thing, like they decide, or if it's just how the writer sets up their contract to have their deadlines and be able to release things.
Yeah. That's interesting because I remember in January us being like, "Oh my gosh, these are all thrillers."
Yeah.
Like so many thrillers, which that's the season for it. I feel like gloomy, you're stuck inside. Yeah. It's interesting.
Mind's playing tricks on you.
Yeah, for real. Okay, we ready to dive into this book?
Yeah.
Okay, spoilers for Story of My Life by Lucy Score. Okay, let me read the blurb. The tagline literally says a Gilmore Girls meets Schitt's Creek redemption rom-com. And Tisha was like, this book is for me.
Yeah.
Honestly, it did give the town gave Gilmore Girls a lot.
Yes.
And the teenage mayor is Kirk in high school. Convince me otherwise.
Yes. 100%.
Okay, I'll read the blurb here. Hazel Hart was a successful romance novelist until a breakup drives her straight into writer's block. Having failed, and failed some more, to deliver her new manuscript, she's hiding from the world behind a wall of old takeout containers until her publisher lays down the law. If she misses her next deadline, it's the end. Desperate for inspiration, Hazel impulse buys a historic home online and flees Manhattan to tiny Story Lake, Pennsylvania. Upon her dramatic arrival, involving an incident with a bald eagle, she discovers the charm of her new home may have been slightly exaggerated. The house is a wreck and the town is struggling after their biggest employer shut down. Also, since her raccoon-infested home came with a seat on the town council, our introverted heroine is stuck with a front row seat to all the small town shenanigans. But Hazel isn't worried, not since all 6 feet 3 inches of grouchy contractor Campbell Bishop slapped a bandage on her forehead and unintentionally inspired the heck out of her. There's only one thing to do, hire Cam and his equally gorgeous brothers to renovate her new spider museum, house. Okay, 2 things. A fake date for research purposes will really put her work in progress on track. Before Hazel knows it, she's writing a romance novel and living one. At least until the drywall dust settles, the town she's falling in love with faces bankruptcy, and growly Cam remembers why he can't live happily ever after. That's a long blurb. It's like
it is a very good synopsis of what happens, and I can't even remember what was on the Band-Aid that he put on her, because he's like, oh, we're running low on Band-Aid stock.
It was some child one.
Yeah.
Was it like the Wiggles or something? I don't remember, but it was... Or Spider-Man?
I have no idea. Yeah, I can't remember. But I do want to point out 3 things that I noticed throughout the book because they relate to our lives personally. Melvin, the Bernese Mountain Dog, which Lauren has.
Yeah.
the bald eagle named Goose, which I have. And then their other dog, I think he was a mutt. His name was Bentley, and we used to have a Bentley.
The fact they named a bald eagle Goose is hilarious.
And voted on it.
It is the most Gilmore Girls town hall vibe. The town meetings literally gave Taylor up there. I'm not even. She must love Gilmore Girls, this author, because I feel like now that I've completed it, the Knock 'Em Out series is giving that as well.
Oh, yeah.
Knox is Luke in the Knock 'Em Out series, and you can't convince me otherwise in a roundabout way.
Yeah.
But no, I absolutely loved this book. I was cackling at the family group chat as well.
Oh, yeah. And then when she sends out a thing for people to vote on, like, what their Save the Town Day is going to be called, and he's like, you did not leave it open for people to write in their own options or whatever. And she's like, there was an option to turn that off? And he's like, sake. They named a plow truck, because who names those other than Oklahoma, apparently?
Oklahoma does, and they're hilarious. They're hilarious.
And she's like, what is it called? He said, Plowy McFuckface. Oh, man, these people are very unique.
Yeah, they're hilarious. Eccentric.
Yes.
The sister is awesome. Honestly, the three brothers, I think I know what's wrong with the world. Guys don't just fight anymore and get over it.
Yeah, 100.
That definitely happened in this book, and it was hilarious.
Loved it.
So funny.
Which, that happens in Gilmore Girls too, doesn't it? Between both Luke and Christopher, and
Luke and Christopher fight, and Jess and Dean fight. Yep. I'm getting a theme here.
Yeah.
Wait, didn't someone have a pet pig too? They did. The brother had a pet pig.
Yes, and Kirk had a pet pig.
Kirk had a pet pig.
No, it's not the brother.
It was the brother. No, it was the brother, because remember when he stole the boat to, like, take her out on the date, and the pig, like, he threw her in the water because the brother rolled up with his pig? And that's how they ended up in the lake?
I don't remember that. I know Rump Roast, because that was Emily's dog. Or not dog. Pig dog.
Yeah.
And then he had Peaches that had a respiratory virus.
That was the second pig.
Oh, man.
Yeah.
Lots of pigs.
Yeah, no, it's hilarious.
I love that they also all had nicknames for each other.
Oh, yeah.
Like,
we love a good
Laura
nickname.
was Larry. And Sam was, I can't remember now.
I can't remember.
And Levi was something else too.
Levy,
like,
or
they all had.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So funny. The brothers are funny. Good dynamic. I think that's kind of realistic though. Like,
yeah,
they have each other's backs, but also like would fight for the smallest things. Like, I feel like that's pretty realistic between just sibling dynamics.
Yep, cause same.
Yeah, same. The thing that I liked was, number one, the female main character is more likable, I feel like, than most. And I hate female main characters. I've said this until I'm blue in the face.
Yeah.
But this one, I usually do not like the city girl to the country. Like, that just bothers me, and I think it's just because I've lived here and see the people who move here from the city, and it's not like they write about it in books. But anyways, she was likable because she adapted to the culture.
Mm-hmm.
And, like, really tried.
And she wasn't judgmental. Yeah.
She wasn't judgmental. She tried to fit in. She understood. She came from Manhattan to small town. Like, it's not the same. She needs a driving lesson, for sure. But, like, I liked that she made her go with the flow more. I feel like some of them come in and they're, like, too good or, like, uppity, and I didn't feel like she was at all. She felt very authentic. And that's what made her likable to me.
Yeah, I think a lot of that stemmed from her just kind of hitting rock bottom, and she knew there was no other option. Like, she lost her home. She was about to lose her career because she had put this off for so long. She forgot that it had been a whole second year in addition to her first year contract. And then her fucking ex-husband was a piece of shit anyway. So she's like, I literally have nowhere to go but up from here. So I have to make the best of this very hilarious and awkward life I've created for myself by bidding on a home overnight.
Mm-hmm. I also love that Cam, or I wish that she would have let Cam beat him up. I love that he tried to. And then the other brothers are like, we're going to New York. Let's go. Everybody pack up. We're going to beat this guy's ass. She's like, no, everyone calm down. He needed it. He needed a little ass beaten for what he did.
Very much so.
Also, I loved when she pushed his ex into the lake.
Yeah.
Or whatever their little throwdown was.
Yeah.
I was dying.
You don't get to sabotage a small town like that and not have some sort of retaliation.
Yeah. An eccentric small town at that.
Yeah.
Oh man. I'm assuming that there's 3 books in the series, one's not out yet. I'm assuming we're gonna get one for every brother.
I feel like it only makes sense. Just like knock them out.
It's literally just like knock them out. Which one of them's Lucian? This is definitely giving Knox.
Yeah.
And then there's one that's a cop! That's Nash!
Yeah, Levi. And that's gonna be him and the publisher, right? Or the agent?
Well, I think Gage, because I'm looking at the second book, Zoe,
that's her name.
Zoe, exiled from Manhattan's publishing scene, trapped in tiny Pennsylvania town with her BFF, and it says Gage later on. So I think she ends up with Gage, and Levi, who does he end up with? Someone else has to enter the picture.
Yeah. It's got to be like a friend of a friend. Because didn't Zoe have a friend that she was like trying to invite or brought in for the big day?
Yeah, maybe that's her.
Probably.
Mm-hmm. So Levi's the cop, so maybe Gage is Lucian.
Yeah, it's got to be.
Well, none of them are rich.
No. That we know of.
True.
He might have made good investments and he's about to strike on his own.
I
don't know. Levi's a writer too, so who knows?
Levi's the writer that the fight all happened about because he took her to dinner. That was so funny. You could tell he was up to something, but it wasn't romantic. When he finally said what it was like, oh, you just wanted to talk to her?
Yeah.
He's like, what do you want? What's going on? Yeah, no, that was cute.
I, for a second, thought he was going to come out of the closet to her.
Oh, you thought, well, I thought they were kind of flirty to be gay, but you thought he might be?
Maybe.
They were some pretty flirty, all 3 of them.
Yeah.
I'm interested to see if that continues just to piss him off.
Probably.
I would think.
Or stuff that could be like, stuff that could be like construed as flirty, but they know it's not.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, well, I'm excited to read the second book. And then the third.
I did love, the third act fight, but not break up, because she's like, no, we're not going to have some miscommunication where you storm out and like my readers won't like that. I don't like that. And it's bullshit. We're not doing this.
Yeah, I loved that too.
But then they still had the third act
stupid
breakup.
Miscommunications. They did. They did still have one. She said, we're not going to do this miscommunication or whatever. We're going to communicate. And I was like, yes.
Exactly. I was like, oh, Loren is loving this.
Yeah, Loren is loving this. Just fucking open your mouth and talk. Damn, it's not that hard.
Yep.
Yeah, that was cute.
I really didn't expect them to like have a typical HEA where they get married and blah, blah, blah. I really thought that they would just be like happily dating. And then in the epilogue, she's like, and my beautiful husband, Marcus. She's like, just kidding.
Did I read? Yeah, I did. Yeah. I know what you're talking about. I'm like, I'm confused. No, I remember. And she's like, just kidding, Cam.
Cameron, whatever his middle name is.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. No, that was cute. And like the whole barbecue thing, I was actually describing this to Jessie. The other day, this last weekend, it was warm. I was finishing this book, and the sun was shining, and I had my windows down in the car, and I was listening to Clay Walker, and I smelled someone grilling, and I just wanted to kick a door down or something. You know, that feeling you get, you're like... Well, I just finished this part of that book where she wanted to grill. So she bought like 2 things, and then everyone just like shows up to her house, and he's like,
Yeah.
"What?" She's like, "What's going on?" He's like, "On a day like this, you don't just grill for 2 people," and like the mayor shows
Yeah.
up. I'm like, that's so true. Like when you grill, you usually have like a herd, you know. So I thought
Yeah.
that was cute.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Which people from the city might not understand because you don't get to know your neighbors, you don't have family and friends around. So, living in a small town, it's definitely happening more because you have more of a sense of community. So, you're having big parties or gatherings where you're feeding a lot of people. So, it made sense that it didn't make sense to her. But
Hmm.
he's like, no, this is how we do things.
Yeah. Like everyone shows up with food. No
Yeah,
one shows up empty-handed.
that's for sure.
Yeah, that was cute. All right, you got anything else?
I don't think so.
Lucy Score did it again.
Yes. And that it says spice level and tone. Moderate spice, balanced with humor, sarcasm, and emotional depth. Signature Lucy Score mix of laugh out loud moments, found family vibes, and emotional punches. And you definitely get all of that.
Yep. It's a full package.
Yes. And I just saw, because I get the Lucy Score newsletter, she just got engaged. She's been with Mr. Score, as he lovingly goes by, for over a decade. They have kids together, I think, and they're just now getting married. Like they got engaged last month, I think. I was like,
Good
that's
for
super
them. That's
cute.
cute.
Yeah.
Love it.
I love how supportive he is because he goes with so many of her shenanigans, much like Geneva's husband.
Oh yeah.
There for
Full
the
of
vibes.
shenanigans. Yeah.
Alrighty. Not through that
Right.
quick.
Yeah. Guess that's all
Well,
she wrote.
yep, that is it for Story of My Life by Lucy Score. We also have some news to share, however you want to take this. After nearly 2 years of nonstop, like we've not taken a single break. Yes, we've recorded a couple episodes early for our trips, which gave us a couple weeks off. We have decided to take a break. Not sure how long it'll last. Could be 2 months, could be a year. Who knows? We anticipate coming back in the fall, but there's no promises. First, we are going to take a week break before our next episode. Mistakes Were Made by Lucy Score comes out. So once this episode posts, we will have a week off and then we will have one more episode before our very long awaited and needed break. Like I said, we have been going for a very long time without any breaks and we're both just a little burnt out. So we need this time for ourselves and our families and jobs and all of the things and mental health. So we will try to come back in the fall, but if we need more time than that, we're going to take it. And I think that is it. We hope you'll continue watching our old episodes as you read other books if you haven't read those already and followed along with us. And we hope you'll continue to support us on social media. I anticipate we'll still post and share things every once in a while, just in our normal lives. But again, no promises because we are just very exhausted. So just wanted to let you all know and kind of explain so that you understand we're not just ghosting you. We are just taking a very much needed mental health break. You have anything to add to that?
Well said. I mean, mic drop. Yeah, it's been a lot, and I think it's due, and maybe reading will bring back joy and all of those good things that got this started in the first place. So yeah, thanks everyone for understanding, and keep you posted.
Yep. We will, of course, attempt to make an announcement or something on our social media before we do come back. If not, we'll just show up in your feed one day, hopefully. But with all of that, like I said, we are covering Mistakes Were Made next episode. So read or listen to that to follow along with us. And we will talk to you guys later.
Bye.